Salutations, my fellow dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to Paper Mario. Last time, we started this journey by falling from like thousands of feet from the sky into the ground. Thankfully, we were picked up by some of these Goombas uh, for some reason. Yeah, I'll be going into that a little later. Anyway, let's talk with the folks. To start this part off. Hey Mario, I'm Goombario. I'm your biggest fan. You don't know what this means for me to meet you, seriously. Really now. I gotta say, Goombario, like, I understand what they were going for. Because, just a quick giveaway, the party system I mentioned, yeah, he's actually gonna be our first party member. And it's really interesting that our first party member is just a play on our actual name. Even though Goombario doesn't actually play like Mario, as we'll find out later. So this seems like a very wholesome family of Goombas, which really raises an eyebrow, especially for someone that, like, that's played the other Mario games, but not this one, because usually Goombas are your enemies, but in this game that's not the case. They're actually your allies. Allies are enemies. I guess you can pick either or for these guys. Even though you can't really, like, just, like, jump on NPCs and, like, stomp them to death or something. That'd be a morbid game in that regard. I'm sorry, but would you mind giving me the details later? I'm pretty busy fixing the veranda. Oh, sure thing, Goompa. I don't think it needs fixing, though, from what it seems like. It looks pretty fine to me. But I won't get in your way if you're fixing. Now, I stopped there for a second. I was trying to show something off. There we go. If you press up on the C buttons, or if you're me and you're using the very sensitive right analog stick, you press up on it. Feel free to rest in our house. It's not such a shabby place. It may look a little unkept at the moment, but I'm fixing all the earthquake damage. The earthquake reached all the way here? Wow, that was one heck of an earthquake. Oh, you have to leave right now. Oh, shooting star summit. Something important, no doubt. Well, I believe that the summit is near Toad Town. If you take this road straight ahead, you'll eventually reach Toad Town, the home of Princess Peach's castle. I believe that Shooting Star Summer is just beyond there. It's too bad you can't stay. I feel like I just met you, but duty calls, I know. Come back and visit if you can. Best of luck, Mario. My instincts were right. Mario, I can't believe you're on your feet after taking such a beating from King Bowser. Yeah, I died, old hag. You're a hardy one, alright. I was smart to come here and check on you. What's that, Daddy? What's that weird flying thing? I love her face. It's so hilarious. I am a beautiful Koopa with a beautiful name, Cammy Koopa. I wish I had the time to teach you a lesson, Brett, but no. Mario, hear this. It is useless for you to try to save Princess Peach. Ridiculous. Laughable. As you have seen, King Bowser is more powerful than even you can deal with this time. Here's a gift from him. I'll block. Fascinating. Oh, no, you just crushed the gate. Mario, you kneel and weep when you see the wonderful changes King Bowser's made. Your world is ours now. I couldn't really translate that because it went by so fast. I just fixed that gate. Nobody say gate to me. He's really angry. Carrie Koopa, that fiend. Did you hear what she said about the princess? It didn't sound good. I hope nothing's happened to her. What? Bowser went and kidnapped Princess Peach. Again? It's just a day every Tuesday. And now you have to go to Shooting Star Summit and help save her, right? This could be a problem. Dad, we just gotta do something, right? Mario's gotta save the princess, nobody else can do it. Oh, here's an idea. Maybe we can break this block with Goompa's big hammer. I think he's using it now to fix the veranda. Go ask him for it, will you? And we will do just that, I suppose. Well, first I'm gonna save here. Now, at first I thought that was actually a bad idea because I did a double take for a second because I was still in the middle of recording, and if the recording messed up, I would sort of have to go through the beginning cutscene all over again because you would miss out on all that text that just happened. I mean, it's not much, but it's still part of the Let's Play, so I have to show it off. So much so, apparently the veranda is just straight up not there anymore. Oh, my back! Who's that? That you, Mario? I remember a great crashing noise, and then the veranda collapsed and I fell. Did you fall too? Just stepped out the door into the thin air, didn't you? Well, we're both okay. Problem is, we can't get home because that block is in the way. No, you know, if this was a typical Mario platformer, I'd probably just jump over it, but... yeah. Huh? A hammer? Oh, of course. Where did it go? I was using it to fix the veranda, but... so it's likely around here somewhere. Nowhere to be seen. I guess it must have fallen somewhere over there. Mario, we better look for it. Alright, so just a heads up, I did say we were actually going to get into the stick of it this part, and no, there's actually just as much text as there were in the first part, if not more so. But we are going to actually get into some proper battles, so I will be able to actually explain what's going on. Alright, so Goompa's telling us to check out all the grass here. You're gonna be doing this with a lot of things throughout this game, doors, grass, etc. It's always good to check things out. And we got the hammer. I wager if you use a hammer, you can break the block, that's not a worry. You can also use the hammer to hit trees and make them sway. Sometimes stuff will fall out. You can use it by pressing the B button. Not only can you hit yellow blocks and trees, you can also hit those wooden blocks that you see throughout the area. It's always good to hit every tree you come across because there's no telling what you're gonna find in them. Most of the time it's just coins, but sometimes it's actually an item, which is pretty cool. I will be going over items in a little bit. Also, we've got coin blocks here. You keep hitting it until it goes yellow, then you can't hit it anymore. Oh wow, now I believe that's the dolly that Goombario said she lost. She'll no doubt be overjoyed if you give her back to her. So many people lose things all over the place, you know. Almost makes one feel like looking around everywhere. Which is a pretty obvious hint. Examine everything. We found the hammer, so I guess we should head for home. Youch! Who are you guys? This is my playground, idiots! Nobody sets foot in here without my permission! Nobody! Prepare to start crying at the feet of Master Junior Troopa! And we got a pseudo boss fight here. Mario, this is Junior Tripper. He's the boss of the neighborhood gang. A bit of a bully, obviously. He's more bark than bite. You can beat him easily. Just boost yourself up and don't take any lip. I'll stay right here behind you and watch your progress. Now, you cannot possibly lose this fight. Junior Troopa has 5 HP and an attack power of 1, except for the final attack, which is 2. The only way you could actually lose this fight is if you deliberately do nothing for an X amount of turns. And in that case, you can lose, which I don't know why you would ever go about doing that. It doesn't matter what you choose, whether hammer or jump, you'll still do 1 damage. I'm just getting warmed up. This is a basic foundation for our battle. I will be going more into detail as we go on through this adventure because there's actually a bit more to the battle mechanics that we'll actually be discovering later on. It's very simple stuff. You attack your opponent, they attack you. And here's where I mentioned that here's where I mentioned where he does 2 damage. And then just smack him one more time and call it a day. And done. Mario, that was wonderful fighting. You got star points. You get star points every time you beat an enemy. Every time you save up 100 points, you'll go up a level. Always try hard to get points. Which really shoots itself in the foot later on in this game. I'll be going into why what he said is technically incorrect later on when we actually get to a level up, so I can actually explain how that works. I mean it. I'll be back. Yeah, sure. We're totally... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see that guy again. Nah. Oh, cool. We got a mushroom. 5 HP. Whenever you get an item, it gets added to your inventory. The only way you can really check your inventory, I mean, like, use items in your inventory, is pressing left on the left C. Be it either a button or your right analog stick. Hitting this block will heal all your HP and FP completely. Always hit it when you can because it doesn't charge you anything. Keep that in mind when we get to 1,000-Year Door. And we got a fire flower. Some items heal, some items attack, and some items do other things. I'll be explaining what each individual item does as we go along this adventure. For example, the mushroom heals 5 HP, 5 of your total HP, and fire does 3 damage to each enemy on the field, assuming the enemies aren't impervious to fire. Alright, now he's explaining how First Strike works. If you attack an enemy outside in the field, you'll automatically damage it before stepping into battle, so you'll get an advantage. So to start things off, we got a Goomba. It's got 2 HP, 1 attack, no defense. And all it does is sort of jump on you. That's it. It's a Goomba. Which really begs the question, why are we fighting Goombas after we just befriended a family of them? That is so weird. Alright, now this Goomba you gotta watch out for. Well, not really, honestly. Basically, the Spike Goomba can't be jumped on. Well, you don't say for starters. Also, it does do 2 damage. I'm sorry, my words are jumbling up a little bit when I'm trying to say that. So, yeah, same amount of HP though. Now we've got winged Goombas, or winged, however you want to pronounce it. You can attack them with your hammer, but they do the same amount of damage as a regular Goomba would. So all you gotta do is jump on them. But here is where I'm going to show off the Fire Flower, because I am not the most patient of people with some of these battles. And just like that, they are done. And let's move on. I like that victory jingle, it's pretty cool. Now you're going to notice a jump cut right here. Just like in my Tales of Fantasia playthrough, assuming you watched it, I'm only showing off the battles involving new enemies or if I want to show off something like a new technique or something, which I'll be going into later as well. So that way we can waste as little time as possible. Again, this is all post-commentary because I can actually focus on the commentary much easier. I made it back all right. Oh, is that thing locked? Let me open it up for you. Goomba, where have you been? I looked outside and... Wow, both you and the veranda were just plain gone. Goomba, I was very, very worried about you. Really worried. Sorry, kids, I apologize. I didn't mean to make you fret. You just take it easy now. I'm back, safe and sound. Now, before I forget, I've decided to give you something, Mario. Wait here a minute. Fascinating. Huh? Hey, that dolly you've got, that's the one Goombario lost. She was looking all over for it. Would you give it back to her? Absolutely. It's my dolly! Dolly, dolly, you're back! Thank you so much! I'm so happy, my sweet dolly, don't you ever get lost again. I don't think the dolly can talk to you, you know. Here's a present for me. Look at the pretty glitter. Alright, I didn't exactly explain these earlier, but, I guess I can explain it now while they're chatting. Star pieces are one of the, one of the most important things you're going to want to go out of your way for in this game because of, the benefits you get later. I will be going out of my way to get every single star piece imaginable, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take advantage of all of them. I'll explain why that is later. Yeah, Goombario's head is hard as a rock now. Teehee. When he does his head bong move, it really, really hurts. No, it just hurts as much as Mario's jump attack. Oh, be quiet, Goombario. You're embarrassing me. Of course it is true. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Mario. It's okay, Goomba. We're just rapping with Mario. Oh, rapping, huh? Sorry, I wanted to give this to Mario. You got the power jump badge. This is called a badge. If you wear this, you'll be able to do a power jump, which means you'll be able to do a lot more damage with your jump attack. But listen here, and listen well. You'll only be able to do it if you're wearing the badge. You better try it first. Putting badges on and taking them off is a vital skill. Would you like a quick lesson on how to use the badges you collect during your travels? No! You better listen, Mario. This is really important. I really don't feel like listening. You need flower points to use power jump technique. Do you remember the block we saw on our way back to the village? These blocks will restore not only HP, but also FP. I already went over this earlier. They don't cost a dime, so use them whenever you can. Assuming you're not close to an end, because it essentially does the same thing. Plus one other thing, which I'll be going over later. Now, the reason why I said no to those tutorials is because I'm going to be going over how everything works anyways. So, having him explain it would only be redundant to you guys watching. And he's going to let us keep the hammer. I don't think I had any intentions of giving it back, but whatever. The years have started to weigh on me, though. I tell you, this lower back pain... Adventure, you're so lucky. Princess rescuing is so cool. I really want to be on an adventure or two someday. Me too. Oh, here's an idea. Goombario. Perhaps the timing is perfect. You are no longer a child, and evil times are upon us. I'm sure Mario will agree. You should accompany Mario. What, really? May I go? Goomba, may I really go? Yes! Oh yeah! I kind of wish the Kool-Aid like guy would just like pop out like, oh yeah. All right, now we have a party member in the form of Goombario. Whenever you have a party member, you can press the down C button or right analog stick down. I'm probably just gonna say C down. You'll pretty much figure the rest out with the right analog stick. Anyways, you press down, you activate their field ability because they can perform in the field as well as in battle. I'll be going over what Goombario does next part because this part was full of a lot of text just as much as the first game. So yeah. Your HP looks a little low. Maybe you ought to take a rest at the Toad House. Just like the HP and FP, if you ever come to an end, talk to the Toad, and you can take a nap and heal all your HP and FP lickety-split without paying a dime. It's also weird because you sort of like fold up with your partner. It's like he's literally stuck to you when you go to bed. It's weird. It's weird to think about anyways. So here's where I show off Goombario's field ability. Whenever you're in the field in any area in the entire game, Goombario will talk about it, whether it's a village, a part of a basic field like a trail, or a dungeon of sorts. And you could also do this with people. When you're next to an NPC of some kind, Goombario will tell you about that NPC, and if it has a name worth noting. A calm mind is the wisest. Oh, hang on, Mario. I noticed you aren't wearing the badge Goomba gave you. Yeah, the badge doesn't do anything if you don't equip it. Now, this is where I start going over everything with the main menu. On the left, you're going to see Mario's basic stats. On the right, you're going to see his equipment, star points, coins, star pieces, and playtime. And these are the badges. First you have all badges and the ones you have equipped to you. Basically, select the badge you want to equip, press A, and there you go. Press A to turn it off, and, well, once again, there you go. Next is key items and items. You can only use items when you're using the shortcut. You can't use it from this menu, and key items are pretty self-explanatory. This is your party. This gives you an overview of the members of your party. Plot MacGuffins, I'll talk about those later. And this is the overall map of the entire Mushroom Kingdom, which we will be exploring throughout this entire game. Pretty neat. I like how it's laid out. It's pretty cool. I think Thousand Year Doors map is better, but that's for another time. And there I'm showing the shortcut for the party members. But that will call it for today. Again, there was a whole lot of text, so next time on Paper Mario, we're going to be leaving the Goomba village and finding out what awaits us at the Shooting Star Summit. So until then, I got a juice.